Hi, I'm Nathan Hartunain here with Wayland Sports Broadcasting, and today I'm interviewing Wayland Wrestling head coach Sean Chase.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi, Coach. Nice to.
How are you? Well, we've already met.
Yeah, of
I've known
course.
you for a long time, actually.
Yeah, so let's get right into it.
Okay.
Coach, you've been a part of Wayland Wrestling for decades as a wrestler. Then you were an assistant, and now you're the head coach, and
Yep.
you've been for a while.
Yep.
I want to start at the beginning. When did you realize that you wanted to carry on the Chase legacy and take over this program?
Well, I don't think I really ever had. There wasn't a realization. It was just sort of something I think that was expected of me. I never really had a choice. It was just something that was kind of thrust into my lap. It was between me and Coach P when my dad had retired, and we were like, "Who wants it?" And Coach P was like, "I'm out. I got football," and I said, "All right, I guess I'm taking this over." So here we go. But there was never any kind of lead up or discussion about who was going to be the next coach in that respect.
So that really just happened.
Yeah, well, chronologically, obviously this happened almost 19 years ago, but it was something, there was no like kind of progression or line of succession in place because it was a spur of the moment decision on my dad's behalf, where he had to retire because he was taking on a new job, and so he just couldn't coach it anymore in the head coach capacity. So there you go.
What's the most bizarre story you've had throughout your time as a
Oh, that's quite a segue right there, a big jump. I don't think I have, and I've got lots of bizarre stories, but I'm not sure they are suitable for a school setting, or unless this channel is I don't know, an NC-17 Twitch streaming channel or something like that. But is that over your head? I don't know.
No, that's okay.
I don't know. I've got lots of fun stories, but it's kind of hard to pick one out right on the spot without sort of a prompt.
All right, fair enough. You've coached a ton of wrestlers and athletes over the years, and so who are a few that might have stood out to you as like some that you'll always remember that were really special?
Well, I mean, the easy response to that would be our state championship teams, and whether it's going back to when I was an assistant, the 06 team, to my first state championship as a head coach in 2010. Follow that up with our 2016 state championship team, and then the 2019 dual meet championship team. I mean, there's so many different guys to pull from. I mean, I've been a Wayland wrestling coach since the 1998-99 season. So there are a lot of wrestlers to cover there.
Yeah, you've been a big part of this program since the 90s. So how would you say it's evolved over the years? What has changed?
So what's changed more, I think, the most, and this is something that the casual wrestling fan wouldn't necessarily understand, but I think our style of wrestling has changed because it's had to change, because as the sport itself has evolved and has become more technical and almost professionalized even at the high school level, we have to stay on top of trends. And I think we've done a good job with that over the years, but we're certainly a lot more offensive, a lot more aggressive, and allow for a lot more creativity than the early days of Wayland wrestling.
Yeah, of course. What has kind of stuck in place other than, of course, the traditions?
So what do you mean by that? Just a clarifying question.
Like in the program, has there been any aspects that has really stayed the same, that hasn't changed at all?
I think the one of the things that has carried over from team to team is the camaraderie of each group. I often get from parents year to year and from the athletes that this always seems to be one of the more tightly knit sports teams in the high school. And so I think if there's one tradition that's carried over, it's the bond that wrestlers share, kind of commiserating together throughout the season as it wears on.
Of course. To finish up, Wayland Wrestling clearly means a lot to you and your family. If you had to sum it up, what does this program represent to you personally?
What is it? Well, it's certainly part of my identity. It's part of our identity. I don't know life any other way than being here in a gym between the months of December and March.
Thank you, Coach. I'm Nathan Hartunain here with Wayland Sports Broadcasting. Make sure to tune in for a future episode. Thank you, Coach.